to kill me. I guess I'm doing okay. I'm lost among the millions. Just an empty head filled with the sky. I separated my life between the boring and exciting parts.
It's me again. A couple of little things I came up with for my Insta360 I'm going to show you. They're not great, but they're not horrible. And so, here we go. First and foremost is what I call my remote eyeball. So, you can use a 3-foot selfie stick like the one on the bike. I use this 10-foot just simply because it's a little bit, I don't have to hold it up. I can extend it and set it down. My wife is disabled, and so at church, she can't stand up when everybody else is standing up and sit down, stand up, sit down. She can't do that. So we sit. And this is not working. And so sometimes when it's really crowded, everybody's standing up and she can't see anything. So wow, this thing really is not loosening up for some reason. Wow. Okay. I'm either stronger at closing than I am at opening, or this thing likes to jam up. And I think it's jam. I don't know if it's strawberry jam or grape jam, but there we go. So when I'm sitting in church, and if there's something going on that she can't see, then I put the 360 on a pole, and I can extend it to however far I want without having to stand up myself. This is a 10-foot pole, so I can really extend it way out if I need to, taller than I can do here in the garage. And I get it where it's up high. Then I turn it on and give her my phone on the app, and she can watch on my phone what's going on up front because she can see it here. Now it's not super high quality because of the proxy mode on the camera and on the app, and so it's not a super high quality stream, but she can see it. So I call that my remote eyeball. So that's one thing I do. Also, something else I am going to try to do right now. I have the idea. I have not actually tried it yet. Just a moment. I've been thinking about this, and I don't know how well it's going to work. It may not work at all. So I have my, I have to cut this. Just a moment. Hold on. Where are my clippers? I can never find anything in this garage. Here they are. I have to remove this clip for this to work. Not a big deal. Okay, so if you see what all's in my hand, you probably know where I'm going with this. I have a 6-foot painter's extension pole. And I put a quarter 20 on the end of it years ago to use at Comic-Con, so I could run my camera up high and walk around videoing stuff. It's raining outside, so I may not be going outside to do this. Either way, so my theory is that I can thread my 3-foot selfie pole onto the 6-foot extension. That makes the 6-foot extension a 9-foot extension. So 9 feet. Then I can put the 10-foot extension on the end of that, and theoretically have 19 feet straight up. Now, I understand there's going to be a lot of flex. There already is a lot of flex. But we're going to see how it works. I'm not sure it's going to, but we're going to find out. It's raining a little bit, but not enough to hurt the camera or me. Unlike some people, I won't melt. I'm not made of sugar. There we go. Do this down here so I don't. So I'm going to take it way out here and see what's going on. So in theory, I can do it without breaking anything. Yeah, in theory, it's not going to work. In theory, it's great. In practice, it doesn't work. It's way too fragile. But it will work on a shorter stick. So 10 foot here, 9 foot here. It didn't work. So, hey guys. So that's one experiment that now we know the answer to. And I may have destroyed my 3 foot selfie pole in the process. It's all right. If you don't try, you don't learn. If you don't try, you don't learn. So I tried, I learned. I failed, but that's how we learn. So I can use either one of these for the camera, but not all three. I'm not surprised that didn't work. It would have been nice to have a 20-foot pole, but not having one is not going to affect my life any. So put this back on. I'll tie that up later. Either way, so it's, well, now we know. Don't do that. This is a good sturdy pole though. If you do want to hold your camera up, this is sturdy. It won't flex as much as these little selfie cameras. You wouldn't use this as a selfie. You'd use it for other things. But now we know. Don't do that. It did not work. Hope I didn't break that, but if I did, I did. No big deal. Next, for my next trick, I have to close the garage door. Give me a moment. I have 2 camera lights that I bought for my various photography things. And I have a frame around my Insta360 2 that has cold shoe slots. So you can put, and these have cold shoe slots on them. So you can put these 2 lights on top. I was not prepared for this. And tie them down. So if you're recording in the dark, actually at night, you just turn the light on and it records all the way around. I have tested it. The only thing you can see from this frame is right on the top of the 360 frame, there's a little black line. So it's just seeing the edge of this. So for the 360, you have light all the way around, maybe a little shadow on the sides, on the very side. Wow. On the very sides. But in general, light all the way around. Now you could, if you had a globe light or something you could put on there that did a 360 light, that would work just as well. But this is what I have. So if you're going to record in the dark or in lower light situations, something like this will work. If you have a cold shoe light, you can put it on. Preferably something that faces more than one direction. By the way, I thought it worked quite well. I'm not obviously recording right now, but so those are my 2 or 3 little things, little ideas with the Insta360. My super long extension pole just didn't work, but that's physics, and I didn't think it was going to work, but I wanted to try it. These just aren't made for that kind of extension. But either way, let me get the lights and everything back on. And of course I have the standard GoPro accessories that you can use for the 360. This grenade handle, that's what that's called because of the texture, has a 1/4 on the bottom of it so you can mount it. This one is a float. It will float with a 360, with a GoPro. I don't know if it would float with this big 360. The 360 is kind of a big camera, but either way, so I have that. I also have 2 suction mount cups, a light duty and a much heavier duty, although the suction cups are pretty much the same size. Well, no, I take that back, they're not. So this one I've had for years and years. It's actually made for cameras, full-on cameras, you know, like a DSLR. And this is made for those too, but it's not as big and heavy, but they're both adjustable to a point. This has the dual balls, so it's adjustable all over. This does not. This is only adjustable one way this way, and then it has a ball up here. So I have a lot of stuff. Either way, the whole point was the lights and the remote eyeball. The extension was just playing around. Hope you enjoyed. Remember, if you always do what's right, you can't go wrong. Bye.
Do one thing, then another. Do everything one at a time. Do one thing, then another. Do everything one at a time.